The audio is okay. Hang on a sec. The audio is okay. Okay, that sounds good. Brilliant. Okay, right. Some of you may have noticed that I am not Dave. I am Saver Crypto. I'm here. I'm just filling in for Dave for a little bit. He had to go out and do something. He will be back soon, and he will be filling in. Sorry, I'm filling in. He will be back and taking over. That's the word. Okay, so let's have a look what's going on here. So this is the Fed thingy. Okay, just got a bit of... So I guess we can turn the music off there for the time being. So this is the only way I can think of actually presenting it easily. So I've got the chart open here on the 1 minute. I'm looking at the Bybit chart there. I've also got another monitor open somewhere else where I can look at Solana, and I am looking at, well, vaguely looking at Ethereum as well. Ethereum's having a little pump as well. This is interesting. We've got this little bit of a pump just sort of going into it. I wonder why that is. Yeah, anyway. So that's good. Yeah, Solana's going nice actually. I have got a bit of a trade going on actually, but it's not very good. I'm actually more looking to sort of get out of a position, then get into a better one later. It's not a big position, so I'm not going to panic too much. But I will need to be kind of on the ball a little bit. So my apologies if I wander a little bit. Yeah, okay. Well, let's just put this on. I'm going to have to respond to you chat wise. How can I do that? You see, I'm not doing it in the normal way that I do it because I'm trying to show this chart at the same time. So if I go to the StreamYard thing, you're going to see what's going on there. I suppose I can actually just look at these comments here. That's probably all right, isn't it? Okay. So have a look at what's going on. Okay, so Dunderfunder, you're driving. Okay, shits and giggles. Okay, let's go. Oi, oi, let's go. Firewatch, you're always here. Excellent. Feels like lunchtime hearing the intro music. Yeah, I know. I'm quite pleased with that intro music. I mean, I made it ages ago when I can't remember what I was doing. I think I was doing like a Saturday when I first started working with Stonksy, and I used that track. It's an old track I wrote years ago, and I thought I'd put a little bit of video with it, and Dave seems to like it, so we just kind of stuck with it really. But yeah, it's good. Dunderfun, yeah, lad, still driving, but stream is on. Heck, excellent. 7 to go. I'm scared but excited. Audio good, brilliant, excellent. Evening save, evening firewatch. Let's go 50. Okay. Mr. Delta, evening groovers and shakers. Okay, cool, excellent. Right, let's get this going and see what's going on. Not a lot, and let's put us back on the chart. So Firewatch is saying that pump closed my BTC short, and I pulled a TP down, so I didn't come out of it. No, 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 no. Oh, what does that remind you of? It's can't remember now. Anyway, let's just shut this up for a minute. So the actual time we're looking for is actually 7:30, isn't it? UK time. But yeah, I guess it all starts happening quite soon. Notice Solana is going up nicely. What's that? Somebody messaged me on TradingView. All right. Yeah, Solana's going up. That's great, actually. That's good news. I will put that back on Bit. I think Bitcoin's best to look at, isn't it? Really, I suppose. Ideally, you want to be looking at S&P 500, but really, I think we're all here for crypto, all here for Bitcoin, really, aren't we? So let's just look at Bitcoin. Rick Mendes, that's a good name. The rate is announced in 2 minutes. Then there is a talk in 30 minutes. Oh, yeah, okay, brilliant. So I I'm going to be slightly distracted. Yeah, let's just. I'll put the music back on, and then we'll just take it from there, right? And I'll probably respond to you in the chat only. Yeah. Get on with it. Can you not hear that? Don't know why you can't hear that. Damn. Could you not hear that? No, it's silent. Ah, bloody hell. How are we going to do that then? Right, I'm going to have to probably give up on the chart idea. Damn. Is that okay? We're probably going to have to do it without the chart there. Sorry about that. Isn't it that he's always late? Yeah, just waiting for Bill. Okay, they're good. No rush, Dave. Okay. Just looking at Bitcoin on with Stonksy actually to see what's interesting. The cool thing was earlier on was sort of the oscillator bounced off there. Mm. A bit bored of that music now. Right. So, what's everyone expecting? Let's have a look. Um, so, assuming you could hear that music there, that's okay. That means we can hear it when it starts. That's great. Right. Oh, Dave's just been out for dinner, so I think he's just waiting for the bill. That's cool. Dave has small balls. Maybe he does. TMG is richer than Dave. I think that's true. Um, right. Dave has, there's a lot of that going on. Blimey. What's the meaning for that? Yeah. Don't quite know what that's all about, really. Well, Max, what's going on? Right. I think somebody needs to be timed out. Unfortunately, I can't do that from here. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Let's put the music back on. Right, I'm putting some of these on timeout, some of the comments. I don't quite know what it's all about. I don't know if you're just having a laugh or I don't know. Right, I was hoping to have a have a discussion there. Right, so Jay Bainey saying soz. Okay. Oh, I see. That martini guy. What are you doing here? All right. Okay. So who were all these ergy? Oh, I see. Did everyone just look? I put a load of people on timeout. That's all I can think of doing. Anyway, have a little look at the chart. Oh, it's going up and down a lot. Well, I decided to put all the Davis small balls people on timeout, but that martini guy is there as well. I can't do that to you, can I? Everybody else I will, though. Okay. Right. It's dumping now. I suppose we could have a double chart and put what should we have here? Should we put something like Solana here? I think they're gonna be the same chart, aren't they? Is he there? No? Oops. Right. Sorry about that. Now I can hear myself. A bit weird. Because everyone's bored. So they thought, oh, sod that, I'm going to sell all my crypto. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Right.
Can you hear me?
I can. Now, let me just turn this thing down. Right. Yeah, hello.
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you.
You're right.
Thank you for... Yeah, can you hear me okay, or is the network a bit fuzzy?
You disappeared momentarily. What I tried to do the thing where I had the live stream up at the same time as the chart, but no one could hear the live stream.
Right.
I'm not sure why that is.
No, I'm not too. What do I normally do? I don't know. What do you mean if you split the window?
Well, what I was doing the in StreamYard. I was saying like stream the whole screen, and then I was putting two browsers side by side. But where this was playing the music, for example, like now, so you can hear that. You can hear that. No one could hear it. I could hear it, but anyway. So I'm having to sort of go between here, and then flip into the chart. Sorry, and then flip into this when I feel like it, sort of thing.
Yeah. So what's been happening? I was trying to have a look at the chart while I was at the meal.
It kind of went up and it went down again. It just did that kind of stuff.
It just not seems to have done much, has it?
It was a bit of a wiggle, to be honest, actually, but and that's the 1 minute chart, so it did go up quite a bit, sort of. That's Solana. This one's Bitcoin right here. I mean, it did. I suppose from like just before 6, it did go up like about 0.9%, 0.8%, something like that.
Yeah.
And now it's come down a bit. It's going up and down like you'd expect, really.
Yeah, I didn't think that there would be much volatility because it was just kind of widely expected, wasn't it?
Yeah. But nothing's happened yet,
Yeah.
So we're still just don't know what to do, really. Just put the music on and just wait, I suppose.
We'll just have a chat if you want until we've got 6 minutes, haven't we, until the conference?
We have done indeed. I thought something was happening at 7, but obviously I was mistaken.
No, yeah, the 7 was when the rate decision was announced.
Yeah. I did screw up slightly because I think TMG sent a load of people from his stream over it, commenting on the size of your testicles.
Oh,
I thought it was. I thought it was some sort of organized spam. So I kind of like,
Dave has small balls.
So I put them all on 5-minute timeout.
Oh, fantastic!
And then TMG came along, so I thought I can't put him on timeout.
Oh yeah, he said you can unban them.
I know.
He's timing everyone out.
I've never done it before, so I felt quite powerful,
Did you have all the power?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I thought I'm not having this. I'm not having them. I'm not having them insulting my mate. So then TMG came along, and I thought I can't ban him because he'll never talk to me again.
Yeah, so obviously at 7 o'clock we got the 0.25 basis point cut, didn't we?
Oh, did it happen?
Yeah, that was at 7 o'clock.
Oh, okay, right, okay. Right.
So yeah, that happened then, and then obviously we'll have this conference, and then that'll be it done then. Are you all right? Are you all right leaving the conference on until you go?
Yeah, I don't really need to go, so I could just leave it on anyway. But I don't really need to go. I mean, my mate's coming here. Then we're going to go down the pub, really. But,
Yeah. Well, to be fair, by 8 o'clock, it's normally done anyway. And at the first half an hour, he speaks for 10 minutes, doesn't he, and then takes questions, and then the questions start to get really dry then and pointless. So, yeah, I'm being insulted a lot in the chat. To be fair,
seems that way, yeah.
TMG is richer than Dave. Well, no shit.
Yeah, really.
Obviously. Groundbreaking journalistic research there by James. Well done, mate.
That's why Dave's just had his dinner in Wetherspoons, and TMG's probably
yeah. You should work for the Daily Mail because you definitely don't do any proper journalism. Everyone apparently is commenting on the size of my balls, and now I'm poor. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for the abuse on this fine Wednesday evening. But yeah, it's not really done. Let's see where it's at now.
Hang on,
I tell you what, everyone's loving him. Everyone's loving abusing me, aren't they? Well, so it did actually go quite low. It went back below 115k, and then got bought back up.
Yeah, this is Bitcoin. That's Solana.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe that was it though.
Yeah, well, the thing is, nothing. There was nothing unsurprising, was there? Now, what we may get is obviously better movements during Powell speaking. So obviously it's something to watch out for now. Maybe everyone's expected the volatility to go, but depending on how dovish Powell comes across, we could get some good movement, or it might come afterwards. Obviously, just once the whole event is finished, then maybe we get some sort of move. But I mean, don't get me wrong, low time frame, that's good volatility, but not exactly good for like looking to actually trade anything decent, is it?
No, I was hoping for a proper nuke,
Yeah, well, when I saw it going down, yeah, that's what I was thinking. When I saw it going down, I thought, oh, okay, maybe we're gonna go towards 113k, maybe, which is what I've been looking for, but not yet. Anyway, not yet.
Anyway, shall I pop it back on?
Dave, never hear from girl. Woo, how big?
So just tell me, if I put this on now, can you hear the music?
Go on.
Can you hear that?
You can do it again. Do it now. I can't hear anything right now.
You didn't hear it. It was really loud to me. All right. Not sure how to do this. I'll tell you what.
Have you got headphones in?
No, I haven't got headphones.
No, because what I normally do is, like, I just kind of obviously have the conference on, and then I just put my microphone like really close to my computer speakers.
I can do that. I'll do that now, right?
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Can hear it. Yeah, can hear it now.
Let's do it.
Right.
Not saying anything.
He's not there yet. Hang on. Let's see. Because obviously when he comes on,
there he is.
When he comes on, here he comes. Here he comes. We just go on mute and just let him speak.
Good afternoon. My colleagues and I remain squarely focused on achieving our dual mandate goals of maximum employment and stable prices for the benefit of the American people. While the unemployment rate remains low, it has edged up. Job gains have slowed and downside risks to employment have risen. At the same time, inflation has risen recently and remains somewhat elevated. In support of our goals and in light of the shift in the balance of risks, Today, the Federal Open Market Committee decided to lower our policy interest rate by 1/4 percentage point. We also decided to continue to reduce our securities holdings. I'll have more to say about monetary policy after briefly reviewing economic developments. Recent indicators suggest that growth of economic activity has moderated. GDP growth
Yeah, see, it goes off. It goes off when you go on the chart like that for some reason.
In contrast, business investment in equipment and intangibles has picked up from last year's pace. Activity in the housing sector remains weak. In our summary of economic projections, the median participant projects GDP to rise 1.6% this year and 1.8% next year, a touch stronger than projected in June. In the labor market, the unemployment rate edged up to 4.3% in August, but remains little changed over the past year at a relatively low level. Payroll job gains have slowed significantly to a pace of just 29,000 per month over the past 3 months. A good part of the slowing likely reflects a decline in the growth of the labor force due to lower immigration and lower labor force participation. Even so, labor demand has softened, and the recent pace of job creation appears to be running below the break-even rate needed to hold the unemployment rate constant. In addition, wage growth has continued to moderate while still outpacing inflation. Overall, the marked slowing in both the supply of and demand for workers is unusual. In this less dynamic and somewhat softer labor market, the downside risks to employment appear to have risen. In our SEP, the median projection for the unemployment rate is 4.5% at the end of this year and edges down thereafter. Inflation has eased significantly from its highs in mid-2022, but remains somewhat elevated relative to our 2% longer-run goal. Estimates based on the Consumer Price Index and other data indicate that total PCE prices rose 2.7% over the 12 months ending in August, and that, excluding the volatile food and energy categories, core PCE prices rose 2.9%. These readings are higher than earlier in the year as inflation for goods has picked up. In contrast, disinflation appears to be continuing for services. Near-term measures of inflation expectations have moved up on balance over the course of this year on news about tariffs, as reflected in both market and survey-based measures. Beyond the next year or so, however, most measures of longer-term expectations remain consistent with our 2% inflation goal. The median projection in the SEP for total PCE inflation is 3.0% this year and falls to 2.6% in 2026 and to 2.1% in 2027. Our monetary policy actions are guided by our dual mandate to promote maximum employment and stable prices for the American people. At today's meeting, the committee decided to lower the target range for the federal funds rate by 1/4 percentage point to 4 to 4.25%, and to continue reducing the size of our balance sheet. Changes to government policies continue to evolve, and their effects on the economy remain uncertain. Higher tariffs have begun to push up prices in some categories of goods, but their overall effects on economic activity and inflation remain to be seen. A reasonable base case is that the effects on inflation will be relatively short-lived, a one-time shift in the price level. But it is also possible that the inflationary effects could instead be more persistent, and that is a risk to be assessed and managed. Our obligation is to ensure that a one-time increase in the price level does not become an ongoing inflation problem. In the near term, risks to inflation are tilted to the upside and risks to employment to the downside, a challenging situation. When our goals are in tension like this, our framework calls for us to balance both sides of our dual mandate. With downside risks to employment having increased, the balance of risks has shifted. Accordingly, we judged it appropriate at this meeting to take another step toward a more neutral policy stance. With today's decision, we remain well positioned to respond in a timely way to potential economic developments. We will continue to determine the appropriate stance of monetary policy based on the incoming data, the evolving outlook, and the balance of risks. In our SEP, FOMC participants wrote down their individual assessments of an appropriate path for the federal funds rate, based on what each participant judges to be the most likely scenario for the economy. The median participant projects that the appropriate level of the federal funds rate will be 3.6% at the end of this year, 3.4% at the end of 2026, and 3.1% at the end of 2027. This path is 1/4 percentage point lower than projected in June. As is always the case, these individual forecasts are subject to uncertainty, and they're not a committee plan or decision. Policy is not on a preset course. The Fed has been assigned 2 goals for monetary policy: maximum employment and stable prices. We remain committed to supporting maximum employment, bringing inflation sustainably to our 2% goal, and keeping longer-term inflation expectations well anchored. Our success in delivering on these goals matters to all Americans. We understand that our actions affect communities, families, and businesses across the country. Everything we do is in service to our public mission, and we at the Fed will do everything we can to achieve our maximum employment and price stability goals. Thank you. I look forward to our discussion.
Great. Thank you. Chris Rugaber at Associated Press. As you know, Fed Governor Stephen Myron has kept his position at the White House, even as he's joined the Fed board. This is the first time, I believe, the Fed's board has had someone with executive branch ties in decades. Does this compromise the Fed's independence from day-to-day politics? And relatedly, how can you maintain the public's perception the Fed is politically independent with this dynamic? Thank you.
So we did welcome a new committee member today, as we always do, and the committee remains united in pursuing our dual mandate goals. We're strongly committed to maintaining our independence, and beyond that, I really don't have anything to share.
Well, great. And then just as a quick follow-up, I'm sorry, can you and other Fed officials have spoken extensively about the impact of tariffs on inflation, although perhaps with many companies appearing to eat the tariffs, tariffs may be impacting the labor market and other parts of the economy instead. Do you see that as a possible outcome here, that tariffs are the reason we're seeing some slowing, particularly in the labor market, rather than in inflation? Thanks.
It's certainly possible. We're beginning to see, we have begun to see goods prices showing through into higher inflation. And actually, the increase in goods prices accounts for most of the increase in inflation, or perhaps all of the increase in inflation over the course of this year. Those are not very large effects at this point, and we do expect them to continue to build over the course of the rest of the year and into next year. And it's also possible that there may be effects on employment, but that I would say if you're looking at why employment is doing what it's doing, that's much more about the change in immigration. So the supply of workers has obviously come way down. There's very little growth, if any, in the supply of workers. And at the same time, demand for workers has also come down quite sharply, and to the point where we see what I've called a curious balance. It's, typically when we say things are in balance, that sounds good. But in this case, the balance is because both supply and demand have come down quite sharply. Now demand coming down a little more sharply because we now see the unemployment rate edging up.
Nick Timmeros of the Wall Street Journal. Chair Powell, do economic conditions and the balance of risks no longer warrant a restrictive policy setting?
So I don't think we can say that. But what we can say is this: that over the course of this year, we've kept our policy at a restrictive level, and people have different views, but a clearly restrictive level, I would say. So, and we were able to do that over the course of this year because the labor market was in very solid condition with strong job creation and all those things. I think if you go back to April and now look at the revised job creation numbers for May, June, July, and August, I can no longer say that. So what that means is that the risks were clearly tilted toward inflation. I would say they're moving toward equality. Maybe they're not quite out of equality. We don't need to know that. But we do know that they've moved meaningfully toward greater equality, the risks between the two goals, and that suggests that we should be moving in the direction of neutral, and that's what we did today.
Under what circumstances would a larger than 25 basis points rate cut be warranted? And how seriously was that option entertained at your meeting this week?
There wasn't widespread support at all for a 50 basis point cut today. You know, I think we've done very large rate hikes and very large rate cuts in the last 5 years, and you tend to do those at a time when we feel that policy is a place and needs to move quickly to a place. That's not at all.
Oh, it stopped. Is that him or is that us?
Yeah.
You still there, Dave?
So no, that's him.
Okay.
It should just. Yeah, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Eight, and I think
Just back on, shouldn't it?
Should do, yeah.
Oh, there we go. To speed up.
Don't know what's going on.
You'd think it should just come back on its own.
I might just. Shall I give the page a refresh?
In place. I guess I'm just, trying to square the shift in the rate forecast in the SEP towards more cuts than just 3 months ago, with the fact that the forecast for unemployment didn't change.
Yeah, I think you could think of this in a way as a risk management cut, because if you look at the SEP.
Oh, I think you've got a massive delay as well, Dave. Well, this isn't going so well. Price action is really boring as well.
Have I?
It's like a massive delay. It's quite weird. I'm saying something, you're replying about a minute later.
Is that what it is?
I think so, yeah. It's all pretty dull, though, I must admit. Oh, okay. Let's try reloading the page.
Towards more cuts than just
maybe I'll leave it small.
3 months ago, with the fact that the forecast for unemployment didn't change.
Yeah, I think you could think of this in a way as a risk management cut, because if you look at the SEP, actually, the projections for growth next actually ticked up just.
Bloody hell. Hoping that isn't me.
It's still lagging, isn't it? Still...
Yeah, it's a bit short, actually. What do you reckon? I'll try another refresh just in case.
We'll give it a bit.
Yeah, I think you could think of this in a way as a risk management cut, because if you look at the SEP, actually, the projections for growth next actually ticked up just.
It's
not really working very well, is it?
It's like it's trying to speed back up to where it's at, but it just keeps lagging.
Yeah.
So where it is, then just keeps lagging.
Yeah, it's doing the same thing each time as well. Don't know what to do, really. Price.
Do you want to try like refresh the whole window?
I could do, but that means that'd be StreamYard as well. But do you know what I mean? What do you mean that like Chrome as a whole?
Just leave it on. Just leave it on then.
What, on the chart?
It's
Is that what
hard
you
because
mean?
I'm lagging behind you, so I can't actually like tell you what I mean.
Well, if I shut up, you tell me.
Yeah, what I was going to say was, yeah, I don't know if you could, obviously, if it's going to refresh StreamYard then as well, it's not worth it. But I just meant like, reload the tab, but I'm guessing that's what you've been doing anyway. To be fair, there's not that much price action going on, is there? Maybe we could give it one more try, and if not, then I suppose there's nothing else we can do.
Okay. Right. Let me. Right. So I'm gonna. Let me see if I can close down a few more things. No, that's about it, really. Let me just get the. Right. I'm gonna load it up again. What I might do is I might load it in a different. Get another Chrome up as well. That might be the way to go. I just need to find your link again. Right, so share that tab.
Yeah.
Let's give it a go.
Right now, the situation we're in is that we see inflation. We continue to expect it to move up, maybe not as high as we would have expected it to move up a few months ago. The pass through of the tariffs into inflation has been slower and smaller. The labor market has softened. So the case for there being a persistent
it's not good, is it?
No, I just tried removing myself to see if it had an effect on it, but it doesn't.
No, I don't think it's your fault. I think it's, well, I mean, basically the site isn't playing, so not much we can do about it, really. Just keeps doing that. Oh.
I'm back. I just got thrown out for lack of internet connection. Can you hear me much better now?
I can actually, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I thought it might have been me, so I tried to remove myself to try and see if that, was making it lag for some reason, and it's not. It seems to be like the actual stream, doesn't it?
I think it is, yeah, yeah.
So it's streaming fine on news channels. Yeah, it must be something to do with It must be something to do with the actual live stream that's coming onto the Fed website, because there's nothing up with your internet, is there, at all?
I don't think so. Otherwise,
yeah.
you would hear me now,
Yeah, exactly. Your internet's fine, so it must be something to do with the live stream that's being broadcast on the Fed website. What's Bitcoin doing? Do you want to pull up the chart? And obviously, if it doesn't come back on in a minute, we may as well just leave it, because there's probably only about 10-15 minutes left of the conference anyway.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
you're gonna have to go soon as well. So yeah, there's not that much going on. I mean, to be fair, it's been going on for about 15 minutes now. The Q&A, so probably got past the juicy questions as well.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. We won't have this issue for the next one, because I'll obviously I will be making sure that I'm in the my actual office for the next one too. I wasn't able to actually be there tonight, so I'm currently joining obviously from in my car.
I don't think it would help though,
No, it probably wouldn't. It probably wouldn't, because there's nothing up with your internet. Neji's saying stream it on YouTube.
I don't want to use any.
No, there's probably there's not that long left of it anyway. Normally only goes on for about half an hour. I mean, really, the main thing is that Bitcoin looks kind of weak, doesn't it, really?
It does, yeah.
It looks kind of weak, and we've not had any kind of positive. Now, whether maybe something comes after the conference is finished is obviously another thing, but it does look kind of weak. And it's kind of making me think we might maybe do we get a flush to the downside?
Yeah, I think that's still on the cards, really. I mean, I don't want to stream anything else because if we run into copyright problems, then we're buggered, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah. No, we won't do that. I mean, the thing is, if anyone wants to watch it, obviously, you can go and find it on YouTube and obviously on the news channels and try the Fed website yourself if you want. Unfortunately, it is not working for us anyway. But there's probably, like I said, there's probably only about 10 minutes max that's worth watching left anyway, because after about 15-20 minutes, all the juicy questions have been asked and they kind of just start going on about nonsense after that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Mainly, really, what we wake up to as well, because I mean, I suppose anything could happen in Asia for me, couldn't it?
Oh yeah. I mean, effectively, like it was like no news, wasn't it? You know.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it was just the expected outcome.
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah, indices are dumping. Well, I don't know if anyone's seen, but Nvidia has been banned from selling chips to China. Well,
really?
China's banned. Yeah, China's banned companies from buying chips from Nvidia. So that's why Nvidia is more down today than any other Mag 7 stocks. At least it was when I last checked. Anyway, I don't know about the last couple of hours, but yeah, I mean, look at Coinbase dumping 5%. Oh, the S&P is down pretty aggressively.
Isn't it?
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, anything could happen with Bitcoin for me. If that starts to take a serious correction, then you kind of want to get out of the way, don't you?
I think so. Yeah.
Because that is a strong sell-off.
Okay.
But yeah, we may as well leave the stream there, mate, so you can get out.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll do that.
Thank you for doing the start of it and everything. That was, that was mega.
Yeah, it's just a shame it didn't quite. Don't know. Well, it's bloody Powell's fault, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, let's see what happens anyway for me. Obviously, make sure everyone joins the stream tomorrow because it could be quite juicy depending on what happens with Bitcoin overnight from here on. And of course, thank you to you, mate, and obviously big thank you to Save from everyone in the chat for loading the stream up while I couldn't get to it, and obviously being on for the interest rate decision and loading up what we could get of the Q&A and Powell's conference.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Gary, there was one well anchored.
There was one, yeah. I caught it. I caught the one. But yeah, thank you for joining everyone, and yeah, thank you again to you, mate.
No worries. Please click that like on the way out and make sure you subscribe.
Yeah, make sure you subscribe. If anyone is new around here, make sure you subscribe and come back.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
All right. Catch you all later. Bye bye.